Heartbreak. We all been there before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really got my heart broke. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never really had my heart broke. You feel me? I ain't had no real, no time where, me and a girl, I felt some type of way when I cry or something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never felt that, with no girl before. Yeah, I ain't never felt that way, you know what I'm saying? But heartbreak happens to all of us. So why not share a similar story about a certain girl that I low-key fell in love with my junior year. Actually, you can kind of say it was heartbreak. Welcome back to another story about a fight. Let's get right to it. So boom, it's junior year, right, y'all? I just started playing football. I think this was week 3 or week 4, right? So I just got out of practice, and there was a little short, little Caucasian, chubby little Caucasian woman, you know what I'm saying? And she was a part of the friend group that one of my homies, Jay Sean, used to hang around, you feel me? So, it's practice, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool, I'm tired, and we all getting ready to leave, right? So we all start heading on the bus. Everybody get on the bus, right? At my school, at my old high school, something called the activity bus, where all the sports kids, all the kids and after school activities, they would take this certain bus home. You know what I'm saying? Let me put my phone on the charger first. I don't need my phone dying in the middle of this, right? Is it charged, Mom? Charging. Anyway. So yeah, that's it, bus, right? So boom, everybody get on the activity bus, right? And so the girl, she not getting on the activity bus because I guess her parents come to pick her up or something like that. But the girl, she's standing outside the bus and she's still talking to her friends. They talking to her through the window right there. You're right. And I see this girl, and I'm like, she look kind of good, you know what I'm saying? She had a nice little figure about herself, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Also, mind you, I'm coming off a situationship with a girl that I met at the movies. That's gonna lead to a whole another storyline, another video. Anyway, so I see her, and whoop-de-whoop, I stick my head out the window, and I just talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I asked her for a number, right? And of course, her cock-blocking friends, they see me talking to her after I get her number. They're like, no, girl, run. Run, he's a hoe. Bitch, you don't know me. What you, bitch? Anyway, I still got the number right. So whoop-de-whoop. I text the girl, right? Whoop-de-whoop. I'm texting this girl, right? And we chilling, we vibing, we have a good connection, a good vibe about ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like we all cool and shit. So I've been talking to this girl since the start. So let me put it in perspective. Me and this girl stopped talking, officially stopped talking, at the beginning of my senior year. You know what I'm saying? Officially done. No more communication, no more on and off. That bitch is out of my head. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, me and her was talking for basically on and off for a year. But we was in the honeymoon stage, you feel me? Everything was nice. I'm talking to her. We kicking it. We cool and we vibing. She stayed after school a couple times. And, you know what I'm saying, I see her, you know what I'm saying, bring back some good memories and shit, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a good time, you know what I'm saying? She brought out the little lover boy in me that you know what I'm saying, kind of died down as I got into high school and shit, you feel me? So, boom, I was so in love with her, right, that I ended up getting her, for Christmas. We were going on Christmas break, right? And I ended up getting her a necklace. Yeah, it was a necklace, and I forgot what the necklace said. I don't know if it was a heart necklace or it was an initial necklace, but I got her a necklace. earrings, and I think it came with a wristband. I don't know what it was, but I had got her that for Christmas. Because I fucked her heavy, right? But yeah, before all that, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? She said she loved me one time. We was at a basketball game, right? And I had to leave, and she said she had loved me this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it was good vibes, you know what I'm saying? It was a cool little time, you know what I'm saying? But all good things must come to an end. So after I give her this necklace, right, we go on winter break. I'm thinking it's all good. I want winter break to speed up because I'm trying to go see my bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So boom, winter break come. It's the day after Christmas, I believe, right? 1 or 2 days after Christmas. So mind y'all, this Christmas, man, I was sick as hell, y'all. Like I went to my auntie. I was at my uncle's house, and he's married, and his wife, she's Colombian, right? And so we ended up going to my auntie's house, my auntie Vanessa's house, right? And they had cooked some Colombian food, and then I had ate a lot, and I ended up throwing up when I got back to the house, right? So this whole Christmas was kind of off. This whole spring, that whole winter break was kind of off for me anyway. It was kind of a little off. I'm saying, yeah, and on Christmas Day, I was on the couch all Christmas. I didn't even want to get up. I didn't even want to play with my cousin or nothing. Like I was on the couch all Christmas, just sitting there sick. Literally, I was sick to my stomach. Bro, why am I coughing so much? Anyway, so boom, it comes like 1 or 2 days after Christmas, right? And one of my homegirls, she had texted me. And basically, she knew I was talking to this girl. Her and my other homegirl, she knew I was talking to this girl, right? And she texted me, and she was like, "Hey, Tejon." I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" She's like, "You still talking to such and such?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, well, I was looking at such and such a story, and I seen that she had liked his story or something like that. I don't know if it was liked or she had reposted it. I forgot what it was, right? She was like, "Oh yeah, I liked his story. This, that, and the third." That she liked his story. This, that, and the third. I'm like, what? Mind y'all, we not together. We not together, y'all. But it felt like we was, y'all. Like I ain't make nothing official, but like, you know how like you vibing with somebody, y'all, and y'all like it's to the point where like y'all doing couple shit, but y'all ain't got no label on it, right? But ain't nobody said nothing, so it's like you thinking like automatically, but so anyway, I asked the girl about it. I'm like, "Hey, you know somebody named?" No, I asked, so no, I text my homeboy, right? And I text him. Mind you, this happened to be one of my homeboys, right? And I text him, I'm like, hey, gang, you talk to such and such? He like, "Oh yeah, I used to talk to her, this, that, and the third." I said, "Say no more." I said, "Say no more." He like, "Well, you talked to her too, that." I said, "Say no more. I ain't even finna tell you no other bitch. You ain't gotta tell me nothing else, my brother. Merry Christmas." I text her. I say, "Hey, how your Christmas was? This, that, and the third." "Ah, it was good, you know, seeing my family, you know, how your Christmas? You know such and such?" Then she sent me long paragraphs. She's like, "Oh yeah, I know him." I'm like, this, that, and the third. And we just going back and forth in the messages. And what? And you know, it was nothing talking, but she was like, but what really hit me, she was like, "No, but we're not together anyway. Like, I don't want no relationship, you know what I'm saying? My last relationship hurt me and I'm just healing and this, that, and the third." She'd be one of them. Oh. Wow. Corporate voice. Wow. She hit me with the, "I'm not ready for this." She hit me with the, "It's not you, it's me." That low-key hurt. No bullshit. That fucking hurt. That low-key hurt me off. That hurt me off. When she said that, that low-key hurt my chest, folks. Cause it was like, damn. Like I thought me and her was like, for real, we was. I thought she was thought she was my whoop, y'all. But I was remiss. Anyway. So after that, our relationship was never the same. After that, our whole relationship went from the peak and it spiraled downhill fast. But it was like little hills and bumps in the road, but it never got all the way up. It was just, it'll go up, down, up, down. Exactly how our relationship was after that. Until I said, fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't cheat. Anyway, after that, we get back to school. Our relationship wasn't the same, you know. We went from texting every day, texting back fast responses, to texting back hours later and showing not a lot of interest and things of that nature. And then it gets to a point where she's in the hallway. She would smile at me the whole time. She in another nigga face. You feel me? Like giving another nigga her attention. And like, it went from I had all her attention to now her attention is scattered. Now she's hanging around all these girls and shit. Mind y'all, she's kind of gay. I found that out later. Then she's in another nigga's face, you know, talking to the nigga. So I'm like, okay. Mind y'all, I'm in my junior year. I didn't start getting in my bag until like the summer. Like my nigga, like when I took like 8th grade year, like all of middle school, I was stuck on one girl. Yeah. I had few little things here and there, you know what I'm saying, but I was stuck on one girl. Freshman year, COVID, didn't talk to nobody. Sophomore year, getting readjusted to COVID, I didn't talk to nobody. Beginning of junior year, I had like a real situationship, but still ain't really talking to nobody. But this is the first time that I actually felt something about somebody since middle school, you know what I'm saying? So I was fucked up in the head, y'all. I ain't know nothing about women or relationships like I do now. You feel what I'm saying? Didn't know nothing about female nature. If I knew what I know then, now, if I knew what I know now back then, I would have approached it a whole different way. I would never asked her about the nigga because I would never cared. Actually, I would have. I'm like, oh, you know him? Oh yeah. I would have approached it a different way. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have cut her off after. I probably would never cut her off, but I probably would never got attached after that. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway. So the whole first month back is kind of on and off, but she ended up, so basically her friend, I never knew this, her friend actually lived down the street from me, from my house. So one day she ended up going down to her friend's house, and I think her friend was like, you know, he lives up the street, and she ended up calling me and asking me if I wanted to come over. Mind you, at first I said no because I'm thinking her friend lives far. But no, she was like, no, your friend, she actually lived down the street. I said that, like, I found that out an hour after, almost 2 hours after she asked me. I could have been laid up with her the whole time. Anyway, so boom, but it was snowing hard as shit, so I ended up going over there, right? I ended up going on there, me and her ended up chilling. Me and her ended up chilling at her frat house, you know, kissing, hugging, teasing, this, that, and third. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I did not start getting sexually active until like senior year. That's when my body count skyrocketed. Like, the summer going into senior year, nigga, I accumulated so much. I got so many war stories over the course of my senior year. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, my nigga, I was a late bloomer. I had little small events throughout those middle school leading up to my senior year. But senior year, it went down, my nigga. I'm talking about. Anyway, but if I was that type of person back then, she would have got crushed. I would have asked her friend. I'm like, Hey, is it cool if me and your friend go crash right quick? Can I go to the bathroom? Can we go to the bathroom? But mind you, I wasn't that type of nigga. I wasn't that type. And I didn't expect her to be that type of girl until later events started to transpire. So, boom. We get to February. In my old high school, we have something called twerp. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Mind you, me and her was not really talking, but, you know, we would talk here and there when we got bored. You know what I'm saying? So, I started talking to a different girl. and this girl, right, ended up being best friends with my ex. And so, I asked my ex, I'm like, it's cool if I talk to her? And she was like, yeah, there's no problem like that. Mind you, my ex, she had a whole nigga, which was Big Mike, right? But the crazy part is, her best friend was also talking to another one of my homies. You see where this is going. So boom. So we get the twerp, right? And so basically, I was supposed to be going with the best friend, but then and then also, I asked the other girl, do she want to go with me? And so basically, I'm at twerp with my ex, her best friend, and the girl I'm talking to. So mind y'all, this whole time, I'm with this other girl, but this other girl that I'm with the best friend, but the other girl that I asked here, she's somewhere lurking in the background. So every time I see her, I'm smiling, and always every time I see her, the other girl starts trying to walk up to me. So I'm trying to rush and try to push her to the side, right? So let me give y'all a whole nother story time inside the story time. So basically, the story with the best friend. So basically, I'm gonna make this quick. The best friend at twerk, she was talking to my other homie, right? But my other homie was talking to my ex's sister. So basically, we both in the same predicament. We talking to the same girl, but we got a different side pieces. But also, my ex's sister, she's talking to another nigga. So basically, it all comes full circle. So basically, my homie, he got caught up. And so the best friend, she ended up talking to me, and we ended up kissing and touching at the dance. And then my homie, he ended up being in the corner crying and shit because the sister, my ex's sister started talking. It's a complicated situation, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? So that's it. Another story time for that girl. But anyway, back to this story. So boom, me and her at twerp, you know, it's a good time. We chilling, we vibing, and let's fast forward some more, on and off over the summer, not really talking, a lot of arguing. And we finally get to the breaking point. So me and her actually stopped talking. I'm going into football. I'm not talking to her no more. You know, I still have feelings for her, but not really. And basically, she moved on. Basically, she used me as a tool to heal, and she moved on, and she went to another nigga. So mind y'all, so now we're in my senior season. We're at the beginning of my senior season. We're at the 1 year mark of where this girl pretty much had my whole attention. Mind y'all, I was still doing little side quests during senior year, racking up those bodies. You know what I'm saying? Body count was skyrocketing. I'm not gonna tell y'all what my body count is. I want y'all to guess. If you heard me, you heard me. Anyway, so we get to this point, right? And there was a new group chat made because starting the senior year, it was me and some homies and some girls and a whole bunch of friend group. Basically, her ex-friend group that now she's back friends with them, and she became friends with my ex, and it's a whole story like that for another day. I'm hanging out with them because we're going to parties together, and in the group chat, her friend, I guess her ex friend, now they're friends again. I don't know if they're friends still, but basically, she was asking me, basically, what was all the drama between me and her, and I was telling her, and then she was like, oh yeah, she got a boyfriend. I'm like, man. And then I was just talking about some, man, she got a boyfriend, man. I was talking about I still miss her, this, that, and the third. So she ended up texting me, right? Actually, I think I still got the messages saved, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna check and I'm gonna show y'all. But I think I got the messages still saved. And basically, she was confronting me on some shit, and I'm like, And I was wondering who was telling her. Now that I took a year to process who actually told her. I'm like, oh yeah, I know who fucking told her. Like, 'cause I was wondering, how the hell do she know this? Because I'm under the impression that they not friends no more. So I'm like, how the fuck does she know all this? And yeah, I was putting two together. But yeah, I know it was a chaotic story, but I just couldn't grow. I can't stay on topic to save my life because every time I tell a story time, the stories all break off into multiple different stories because everything, like literally, all my stories are all connected, like the Marvel Universe. They're all connected together somehow. Like every single story time I do, I can't stay on topic because there's so many different people and places and events that happen all kick off because of one situation that happened that go into a deeper story that break off into another story, but they all end up connecting full circle. Like, so it's just crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But that's the story of my first heartbreak, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Do I miss her? No. Do I miss the times that was had? Absolutely. Now let me go into the motivational segment while I still got time. I don't care if this video hits 30 minutes long. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna watch it. Anyway. Let me talk some real shit to y'all now. Breakups happen for a reason. You meet people for a reason, and I realize the lesson from this is maybe she wasn't for me. I was for her. I was supposed to help her heal, her overcome her dramas, her insecurities. Now she's happy. You know, she was going through stuff, and I'm not gonna disclose, but she was going through stuff. She was abusing drugs and things of that nature, you know, to cope with life, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stress, a lot of things on her, you know, pretty average high school teenage girl type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Family trouble, friend trouble, relationship trouble, drama. And I was just that light, that beacon of hope that she used, you know what I'm saying, to bring her up to her stature, that God used, I should say. Because I'm a vessel. I have a calling on my life, and I believe that, you know, I go through my own traumas, addictions, and stuff like that, but I know how to battle through them. There's only one thing that's been stopping me and setting me back, and that's a constant battle that between me and God. But other than that, I'm a soldier, and I will fight through any battle God presents me with. You understand? But for her, I was that beacon of hope and light that she needed to, you know what I'm saying, get to where she needed. Now I believe she's happy. Last time that I even spoke to her or was even spoken to about her, she had a man. Actually, I went to a Halloween party and she was there with her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping she still has him. Probably not, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so she had a man, she moved on with her life, and I moved on with my life. You know what I'm saying? But certain events happen to certain people for them to grow and for them to learn. I'm not saying breakups because me and her was never together, but heartbreak is a building block. Think of working out. You know how you work out? You're breaking apart muscle, you're tearing muscle, and you take protein to rebuild that muscle and it gets bigger, right? That's how you get bigger, stronger, right? Think of breakups as muscle that's being broken apart, and think of God, think of healing, think of leveling up yourself, think of getting money as your protein to building. You know what I'm saying? Think of breakups as your mental, physical, and spiritual workout. You know what I'm saying? Think of God working you out, and then he blesses you, and he brings people into your life, opportunities, money, growth into your life to build you up. You know what I'm saying? To rebuild that muscle that was torn, and now you're bigger, better, stronger, faster, able to tackle on the challenges of the world. You feel what I'm saying? So look at breakups, look at heartbreaks like that, in that type of light. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Anytime I go through anything like that again. Anytime I've ever I've never went through that again. I've never went through that again after that. But I probably will. And I'm going to accept it when it comes. Actually, I'm still dealing with it now. I still miss my ex to this day. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Not her, but a different ex that I used to talk to from middle school. I still miss that girl to this day. And there was a lot of things I wish I did with her, did to her, and wish that I can go back and fix. But why do you think there's a reason why there's a past, present, and a future? You know what I'm saying? You reflect on the past, you live in the present, and you apply from both in the future. You know what I'm saying? The past is the blueprint. The present is the building block. And the future is the product. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at it like that. You gotta look at it in that realm. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of the moral of the story. The moral of the story is to embrace it. Embrace the heartbreak. Embrace the good, the bad, the ugly. And move on with your life. You have to look at both sides of the story. You have to look at both sides of the coin. There's heads and there's tails. She was given the head, I was given the tail. But sometimes the tail end looks better than the front end. Because the front end may look beautiful, but the back end may be putting in more power. Why do you think you're able to walk? Because your legs are your most powerful muscle in your body. Why? Because they hold you up. They're the reason you're able to stand, besides God. So, the top may look beautiful, but the bottom, people pay attention more to the top than they look at the bottom. But the real beauty is at the bottom, because you have to start at the bottom to make your way to the top. Ooh, I just had a revelation. I had a revelation. I think that's what they call it. Shit, you gotta start your way at the bottom to make your way to the top, sweetheart. Oh man. And most people won't even make it this far to the end of the video. I really don't give a fuck. The real people will stay. The real people will see. But that's it for today's story time. That's it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoy. See y'all in the next one.